I'm driving down onto one of the numerous gravel bars of the Rogue River a few miles upstream from the town of Gold Beach, Oregon. Gold Beach is situated at the mouth of the Rogue as it empties into the Pacific Ocean in the southwestern corner of the state. This area is a long ways from Eugene, but I've come down here to meet my dad for a day of steelhead fishing. We spent all day yesterday on the river and managed to land 3 nice steelhead to stock the freezer. As the Rogue River approaches Gold Beach and the Pacific Ocean, it widens out from its well-known canyon through the mountains. The gravel bars it has formed are accessible by vehicle and are used by locals and tourists to launch boats or set up for bank fishing. Managed by the Port of Gold Beach, you can drive down any of the numerous access roads and out onto the bars. Even though I'm actually headed up to explore the nearby mountains, I can't resist the opportunity to drive along the riverbank like this. There aren't many places I'm aware of in Oregon where you can do this on such a grand scale. The gravel of the Rogue is particularly colorful and varied compared to the consistently plain gray rock found in rivers closer to home. Well, that's enough of that. Let's get up into the hills. I've plotted a very backcountry route up through the mountains between the Rogue River and the Coquille River to the north. I've got a few little hikes planned along the way to check out some waterfalls and viewpoints. I'm already on national forest land here. My route does eventually cross a swath of private land, but then re-enters the national forest again to the north. Private and public land is frequently somewhat checkerboarded across the map in Oregon, but the roads generally connect up, and I'm not anticipating any issues. The entire state got hit with an unusual amount of snow a couple of weeks ago, and streams are flowing strong everywhere. In fact, there are unexpected waterfalls in practically every contour of the hills, adding a little extra splash to the drive. That heavy, wet snow we got brought down just countless trees across western areas of the state. Fortunately, it looks like people have already been up these roads because the downed trees have largely been cut or moved out of the way. So about 5 minutes after spotting that herd of elk, came around a corner, saw a cat loping down the road. I don't know if there's bobcats in these woods. It was maybe about that big. It definitely wasn't a cougar or some other kind of wild cat. We'll have to find out what that was. I knew that I was going to cross out of national forest land, but I figured I could get through. That's not happening here. There's a pretty good network of roads webbed across these hills, so I'm trying another route that I can see on the map, which still goes more or less where I need it to. Well, I'm working my way back down the road that was also blocked. I don't know what I'm going to do. I did spot this inviting little path that seems to go up to some kind of view, so I can't resist taking a look at that. Wow, this is pretty nice. So I'm now on another route that's just leaving the national forest and heading in the direction I wanted to go. Here I've got an open gate at least, and I'm hoping it's going to get me through. Even with routes going wrong, look how beautiful this is. I'm up here to explore, and while this isn't exactly where I plan to explore, I'm certainly getting treated to a lot of gorgeous, moody Pacific Northwest scenery. I don't know if you quite get a sense of this narrow little saddle of land that I'm on between these two huge valleys or whatever, these vistas off in every direction. Warm, slushy snow is about my least favorite thing to drive in. Like 42, 43 degrees up here. The snow is wet and slushy and slippery. I normally wouldn't have even bothered pushing it, but I could see I was close to the top of the hill here. I hope this is the summit and it's all downhill. Well, I decided to walk this road because it was looking not very promising, and it does just come to an end there, a bunch of slushy mess. So, backtracking again. Well, I'm still not on national forest land. The road is looking promising. All right, so I think that road will get me to the national forest. However, I'm on the wrong side of the gate. Literally 5 minutes ago I said this road is looking promising. So I just came down another road that was sort of going in the right direction, and I probably dropped about 1,000 feet of elevation, wound down for a number of miles. And the gate is open. All right, so explain to me how this makes sense. There's the exact gate that I was stopped by 10 minutes ago, trying to get down to that road. All I did was drive back up that road, up the hill, down another road, and through an open gate. Which means, if you want to go past that gate, all you got to do is drive up that road, through that open gate, and you can get access to all of the places that this gate goes to. So why is it closed? Well, I've just driven for miles and miles and miles on this National Forest road. I'm in the National Forest. I'm almost back to my planned route. I'm thinking maybe if I can break this one loose from where it's snagged up there and pull it out of the way with the car, I should be able to drive right over that one. It's flat enough and there's enough ground on the side. I'm going to give it a shot. Thanks for suggesting I bring your saw along, Shawn. Alright, I'll be the first to admit, I don't really know what I'm doing here. I think it might be good enough. Well, after all that, I sure hope there aren't any more. Well, I probably shouldn't have said that, but this one looks easy. Yeah, that didn't take but a couple of minutes with the axe. Well, I thought this road was going down, but it's actually just going up and up. I think this was my last possible option to not just completely 100% retrace my steps all the way back to Gold Beach. Well, it's starting to get dark. I'm just backtracking as far as I can before stopping to make camp someplace. When I see the right opportunity, I'll just pull over and make camp. But I'm trying to get as far back as I can first. I think this will work just fine. Well, it's raining pretty good, so I didn't film setting up camp. I just got to work on getting the awning up so that I could have a little shelter. And I made the poles one section shorter than usual so the awning would slope down. I tied an extra line in the middle here to sort of gutter the rain down and off. I improvised a little cover for the kitchen area using my tarp and some bungees and a cord staked out.
Well, I guess I'll go ahead and get dinner started.
Well, to build the quesadillas, I don't need to tell you how to do that. I mean, it's a pretty simple meal here. It's not frog legs. That was pretty good. I mean, it's hard to go wrong with just about any hot food on a cold camping night. Not bad at all.
Well, it's 7 o'clock and 42 degrees. I slept fantastically last night. So we'll see what our campsite looks like. So there's the road I came in on. It's a dead-end spur, and I decided not to go any further than that when I could see that empty space there. I decided to go ahead and break camp right away. I'll stop someplace else to make coffee and have breakfast. I've erased the fire pit and I'm just trying to get the car dried out a little bit inside. It's very wet in there.
Well, I didn't make it to any of my waterfall hikes yesterday, but I had no idea I'd see so many right along the road. So I just drove back over the bridge that I crossed yesterday to get up into the mountains. And I'm back on the banks of the Rogue River. So now I'm going to make some coffee, have some breakfast, and figure out what my next step is going to be for today. So I'm on my way to Agnes, Oregon now. At the ranger station, they were able to confirm that NF33 is open all the way through. That's probably what I should have done yesterday, but I believe it's mostly a paved route. Back up into some snowy elevations. They did say the road was passable. Well, that was Agnes Pass we just crested. That should be the high point. Alright, I finally made it to one of my planned stops. It's about a half-mile hike through lush rainforest to get to Coquille River Falls. It's all downhill getting to the falls, which means it's all uphill to get back to your car. If you're in this area though, it's totally worth the detour.
Well, that's nice, but that's not even the falls. Those are, or at least part of it.
Time for the return hike up to the car. I had a few other stops planned up in this area, but some of them are probably inaccessible due to the snow. As it's now already well into the afternoon and I still have a long drive back to Eugene, I think I'm just going to air up and head home. Check out this crazy scene. Already, this waterfall coming over this cliff is pretty impressive. But apparently there's just been a landslide, and the culvert which would normally carry the stream under the road has been clogged, so instead it's just flooding over the road. I guess we could call this a water crossing.